And right now, FEMA is facing hundreds of millions of dollars in budget cuts in President Trump's 2026 budget.
The $646 million in proposed cuts would eliminate grant programs that duplicate existing state and federal efforts. The spending restrictions would cut off funding for disaster-related rebuilding projects nationwide and reserve FEMA's money for life-saving operations during disasters.
KCCI's Marcus McIntosh talked to local emergency management officials about this. Marcus, they say they have more questions than answers when it comes to what this means for their departments.
That is very true, Stacey and Ben. We're standing in front of Polk County Emergency Management, where the Deputy Executive Director tells KCCI his biggest questions are how the proposed budget cuts affect their relationship with FEMA and what happens to the grant funding that comes through FEMA that is already coming their way.
We have grants that we apply for every year related to Homeland Security projects.
Dutch Geisinger is the Deputy Director of the Polk County Emergency Management Department. He says that grant funding has always run through FEMA. Now, Geisinger is unsure if that funding will continue.
A lot of unknowns right now.
Geisinger says answers will come from the federal government. As for timing, it is out of his hands.
The layoffs have come sooner than I think a lot of people expected. The funding cuts, we really don't know where they're at right now.
We also spoke with the Story County Emergency Management Coordinator. She tells us the grant funding going away would affect how ready they are to handle a disaster, all but eliminating preparedness training.
By conducting planning activities, training, and exercise, that's how we really identify where are we lacking and what do we need to improve upon.
The loss of grant funding is not their only concern. The county emergency management officials are concerned with how this all shakes out when it comes to partnerships with FEMA and Homeland Security.
Iowa Homeland Security has done a really good job working with us, and then also looking at if things change, how will we continue to work together to meet the needs of not only our counties but the state of Iowa as a whole.
Both emergency management officials are hopeful that when those federal cuts, proposed federal cuts, trickle down to them, it will not be as severe as they can imagine. We're live in Des Moines. I'm Marcus McIntosh, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
I think a lot of people hoping for that, Marcus. Thank you.